So you mentioned coming to have a comprehensive view, more or less, of the WMS. Well, I'll start calling them that. I'm the one who kind of has the bad habit of spelling out the whole thing.
I'll forgive you.
But so I'm really curious to hear a little bit about that. Like, what, from your perspective, you have kind of a unique perspective on all of this. And so I'm just curious, I mean, after having dealt with other cults, what kind of is that comprehensive view that you've come to have? When you look at the WMSCOG, you see how they operate, you see their behaviors, their tactics. What's kind of your overall perception of them?
Well, I guess there are three things that sort of have figured into the overall. I mean, there are a lot of documents in this case, and part of my becoming more familiar with the whole situation was going through these piles and piles of documents. So a general knowledge that the documents bear up to show that Michelle's case has a great deal of merit is one part of this. The related piece is that when I first started to represent Raymond, he was under one of their non-disclosure agreements that literally prohibited him from talking to me. And one of the first things that we had to do, although it took a while to wend this thing through the procedural stages, was to file a motion to get the court to throw out the NDA. The first thing I had to do en route to that was getting permission for Raymond to even talk to me. And once he was able to talk to his lawyer, that allowed me to get a better handle on the documents that he held, which was quite a treasure trove. And eventually that led to the ability to get their ridiculously overbroad NDA thrown out. So, it was familiarity with the documents, getting in a position where I could actually talk to my clients, certainly getting into the position where I could represent both Raymond and Michelle. And frankly, the fact that, as of, I don't know, I guess it's almost going back a year and a half, Michelle managed to gather a group of you folks who would back up a lot of the knowledge that I had gotten about the church from her. When I say back it up, it's not as if I ever had any doubt about it, but in bringing a lawsuit, it's always better to have various witnesses, all of whom are going to be singing from the same prayer book about what it is that this cult does. So, I have to thank all of you, or the several of you who have agreed to become witnesses in this thing, to bolster the case that we are anticipating being able to bring to trial once all of the very large piles of dust get cleared away here. So, but it always struck me that the things that Michelle was reporting online and certainly talking to me about what the inner workings of WMS are, what they had done to her and to her marriage, knowing from Raymond, who had a very different elevated view as a senior member of the church until he saw the light and left, knowing a lot about the way the hierarchy of the church operates and controls things. All of that was eye-opening and put me in a position where at this point, once this thing is ready to go to trial, if it doesn't settle before then, I think we're going to be in enormously strong position. And I think it's fair to say that as the litigation has proceeded and various motions have come before the judges, you could count on the fingers of one hand how many times the church has won those motions, whereas you need both hands and both feet to count the number of times that we've won. So I think they enjoy being kicked, but hopefully I will soon be able to relieve them of the obligation of filing motions that they're going to lose on by getting them disqualified. But that's where we are.